It'll come. There you go.
I say, here at Kajun Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it with no problem. I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let them have it. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
Hello, and welcome everyone. Hello to the Morning Coffee Show with Kajun, and we have Tommy 2.0, the Bargain Effects, and as the Shamrock Pixie. I still laugh every time I see that commercial part that I did. Can't help it. First in the chat this morning is Marion, and she's got that pie point for the day. And also we have Richard at Ford Pinto Flips, or you can say Ford Pinto backwards. Jennifer Hayes, the Queen of Links. NASCAR man, and that's Derek. Welcome. Anthony at Pittsburgh. Welcome and good morning. Hello to each and every one of you. So how are things in your end? And I have to say, I love the background. You're still muted. Repeat your last.
His bad. His bad. It's all him. It's all him.
Well, yeah, because I guess you must have muted it, even though the intros mute you automatically.
Yeah, he was impatient this morning.
So how are things going on your end this morning? Let's start over.
It's going. It's going.
I'm doing good today. Actually, I feel good.
Well, that's good. Eric just came on in the chat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Also in the chat, complain about. So today's a good day.
That's good. Good morning to Money for Mars in here, and Eric. Good morning, hello, and Hemlock Miss T herself. Good morning, hello, and welcome. All right, let me go to these. Everybody was just saying hello. And I know we haven't really had much to talk about. I know you did your yesterday. I don't know if anybody saw it. If not, you might want to go back and check it out. Des did talk about her update on her medical condition in her video yesterday. She did do a live. Got the dollars, got the offer. Let them do it. One day, someone will have to just give me the backstory. Actually, and I think it should still be in my descriptions. If not, I'll have to go back and make sure they're there. There is a link in the description that actually came from a video that I put together because in New Orleans, there was an actual commercial for years, and it was called Frankie and Johnny, and you can also Google it, or you can also go on YouTube because it's there. And it's Frankie and Johnny's furniture store, and it's out in New Orleans. They did close the store down due to one of the members of the family had passed away, and nobody else wanted to keep it, and they did close it after Katrina. But it's still there as a landmark in New Orleans. And they used to do a commercial, that type of, you would have to definitely watch the commercial to be able to understand what I did. I basically did a runoff from that in my way of me just doing an intro like that. And basically it's a furniture store that if you're on welfare, food stamps, or you don't have much money, but you need furniture, it's basically an old man with a cigar and another man, and hopping around in the store. And the funny part about it was at the beginning when you first started doing that commercial, the old man is bouncing around saying, "Let her have it." Well, he used to wear a toupee, and every time he would bounce around, you would see the toupee bouncing on his head. And so that became an icon in New Orleans for that commercial, for that company. And so you can go back and see the original one. And I think I did. If not, I'm going to have to go back and make sure I did put it in all my videos when I started that clip to let you know. You can go and check out that particular video of how I came about doing that as part of my video since I moved from Louisiana to Massachusetts. And it was just an idea I had one day of something that I wanted to do different in my intro. And that's how that came about. But again, there is a link that you can look for Frankie and Johnny Furniture Store in New Orleans, and you should be able to find it even on YouTube.
I'll have to go back and check that out.
And I think, like I said, most of my videos, I did start putting the link in the video itself in the description, so it should still be there. And I'll double check that after the show today to make sure. If not, I'll put it in all the videos for that reason. Oh yes, don't forget tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Hemlock, Miss T has her first auction at 5 o'clock. It'll be her first actual auction. And don't forget tonight we have with Queen Cleopatra and myself and a guest. We will have our 5 o'clock hump day auction for the 5 o'clock traffic jam auction tonight.
Did you see the chat where Two Hip Chicks is like, today's video is brought to you by Nike? We both are wearing our Nike.
I see it, but I didn't get to it yet in the actual comment part.
Cracks me up.
Oh, speaking of video brought to you by, I want to let everybody know, if you try to go see the video from Monday today right now, I did put it on private for right now because it was brought to my attention. With everything going on, I had so many messages, so many comments. I want to thank each and every one of y'all who did send me comments and the way it was handled. But I did private for right now because it was brought to my attention in an email this morning that I did not realize it when the show was on. You got to realize when I have everybody on the screen on StreamYard, it's hard to see everything on my end. Especially when you only have a smaller looking screen to look at without being actually in the chat itself. And so it was brought to my attention that there was some private information that was actually being shown on different parties when that was happening. And so what I did was I started going through it this morning. I spent 2 hours already this morning trying to blur out just that portion of when the information was coming up on the screen. And I thought before I came to this show to start and open my computer up for this one, I thought I had saved it, and evidently I didn't. So the best thing I was able for me to do is just go in and put it on private for right now. Let me go back and do the actual fuzzing out of only blurring out the actual people's information. And it will go back live within the day. But I just need to take care of that because I don't want anyone's information that was not either involved in this or anything of that nature being put on the video for people to see. And so I am working on that right now. And so you will be able to see that again as soon as I'm done with it. I've been working on it for 2 hours and I realize what I have to do now. And because it didn't save it, I know exactly what and where I have to go to start doing it. And so please bear with me, but it will come back live again today as soon as I'm done with that. So I just wanted to let that out. And if anybody asks, please just let them know that that's why. It's not going to be permanent just until I take care of that. And that's out of the respect of those of what the information was on there.
Right. And that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Doing that.
Special man. Yeah. Dawn's video. Don't forget she does her shows every Tuesday and Thursday. Let's see. Money from Mars. I did say that. Two Hip Chicks. Welcome in the morning. Hello. Flipping curtains. That's Rebecca. Good morning and hello. We got Louie. I'm trying to go back and get anybody that I missed while I was saying what I had to say. I'm flipping frozen. Kelly, the econ mom in the house. Good morning. Hello, each and every one of you. I think I'm caught up on that portion. Now I'm going to go back down. NASCAR, Rebecca, Kelly, Two Hip Chicks, Lone Star, Miss GRKR, Miss Jen. Good morning. Hello. Money from Mars. Check out this one. Larry M. Good morning. Hello and welcome. We also have this morning welcome and hello to Mr. and Mrs. Space Galleria. Good morning. Hello. We have something new today. So, does anybody? I'm the first time I see this person. So, welcome and good morning, and I hope you enjoy the show. On your end, is there any type of? I know it's Wednesday, and I know y'all had a lot of things going on this week, but is there any type of plans that y'all have going on? I'm already subscribed to you. Cool. As far as any goals or anything you're trying to set for the week?
I'm basically trying to get as much as I can listed, because everything I've listed over the last week literally has sold within 24 hours.
Wow.
So I just want to keep on it while it's hot. Because I usually don't have things that sell. I mean, I've had things that sold within minutes of listing it, but
Right.
every single thing that I have listed has sold within 24 hours. So I'm just going to keep on nailing on that while it's hot.
That's the best testimony about that, because as long as you're listing, things are going to get sold. And it's just amazing how that happens. I'm in the process of still listing those record albums that I had gotten. And so my goal is to at least have 10 of those each day done. My goal is to have it done by the end of the week with everything else that's been going on. And so I know how that can be, but you have to be definitely listening for that to happen for you. Diamond West is in the house. Hello and good morning.
Hello. Yeah, I'm just getting everything taken care of before my surgery Tuesday. So that's my goal, is try to get as much done as I can before then.
And I want to say hi to Dino Mac. Personally, Dino Mac, that was really awesome. I seen the message that you sent to Destinie. He sent her the sweetest message about her upcoming surgery. So
I like that name.
That was awesome.
Much love, my friend. Thank you.
Good morning. Hello and welcome, Dino Mac. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dino Mac's a good fella. We've had.
I gotta find him now in the actual chat.
Conversations. He's been in a lot of our chats and videos. Mm-hmm. He's a really cool guy.
Yep, and he likes hockey.
Yep, he's big hockey.
I love watching hockey.
Oh, there it is.
I just don't understand the game.
So,
I like the name though. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of the Jeffersons. Go ahead.
Johnny, it came up at the end of Victoria's show, and I ended up going in her back room after her show because I just mentioned something in chat and she got real excited about it. So I'm going to mention it here too.
Go ahead.
And I know you're a fan of the show, but me and Destinie are going to put together some type of masked singer thing, but we're going to tweak it around and make it YouTubeable.
It's YouTube style.
Right.
So we're actually, and Victoria was really into it. She said that she felt Danica would be really into it, and a few other people that she knows. So anybody that would be
Dana, she has a Twitch account that she does that with. Yeah.
Really? So anybody that likes to sing or just wants to goof around, we're not going to do the whole big like costume elaborate thing. What we're thinking is maybe going in the lines of using avatars.
Oh, okay.
And kind of, you know how the Masked Singer works. Kind of do something like that, but so it works with.
I love the Masked Singer. Yeah.
And it's
all right. Jenny has a question. What's your secret for a quick sale?
List and price
accordingly.
Very competitive.
Yeah.
And I get things so cheap that I can price very competitive because I'm a very cheap buyer.
All right. Good morning and hello to Miss Sandy Brown in the house. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
And I send out offers all the time. Anytime that I have that little notification that I can send out an offer, I send out an offer, and I send out an aggressive offer. I don't just take like $1 or $2 off a $40 item. I'll throw them an offer. If I paid $1, usually I don't pay more than $1 for something. So if I paid $1 for something and I have it listed at 40, and I can send them an offer, I'll throw them a $30 offer, because if I can turn that dollar into 30 a lot quicker, that way 9 times out of 10 they accept that offer. If I hold out for that extra $10, I might sit on that thing for 3 months.
Exactly. My opinion too is when you're sending offers, this is what I do. Everybody does something different, but you would definitely need to work on seeing what works best for you. You're the only one that knows how much you paid for that item.
Right.
And the same thing with me. I try to keep all my items under $5, and there are some things that I did buy at least at $15 a piece because I knew the return on those items, which are my WWE wrestling figures. But 9 times out of 10, I will never spend that much for anything to turn a profit. For anything under $5 is usually where I go. But most of my stuff always is either new or brand new in tag without being open or with tags. When I say that, meaning that it's still sealed, and or if it had a tag of some kind, whether it's shoes or clothing and things like that. But definitely check your comps. But the best thing you want to do too is when you're doing that and when you're sourcing, this is what I do. So I'm just saying what I do. When I'm sourcing, I will look at first what's sold, and if any sold, and how many, and how often is it being sold. But then I do go back and see what's listed, because especially when you're doing retail arbitrage, if you see an item that's sold and there's a lot of comps of it being sold, I don't use Amazon, but I do use eBay app. And if I see there's like maybe 10 items of that same thing listed, I'm not gonna buy it, because then I'm gonna have to sit on it waiting for them to sell and try to get, if I know I can get some kind of money for it, to where at least I make my profit or make my money back at least double. Then I'm not going to buy it, because then again you're making yourself sit on an item that you don't know how long it's going to take if there's that many already listed. You definitely have to look at the pros and cons, look at your comps, but also look at what's listed, and again, how many are listed. A lot of times I'll find that maybe one or two are just listed and it may be used, but you have a brand new item. Guess what? You may have a better chance of selling it faster, because as long as your price is competitive, but also to the point where, because it's new. So you also have to look at that, and that's what I do.
Right. And it's it's hard to say. There's not like a big secret to getting sales. There's not a secret sauce to getting sales, because like you said, everybody runs a different style of business. You do retail arbitrage, so you're going to run that differently than me running one-off used items, that I'm picking up for $1, or like I just made a fortune because we went to a church sale and they had fill a bag for $1.
Oh my God.
That $1 bag.
I love those sales.
We bought what, like
we bought 4 bags.
Four
total.
bags, the big paper bags.
Mm-hmm.
And out of one bag, I made $200.
Now I'm going to go back to Jenny's question, JRKR, and this is my opinion too. When you go to those church sales, and don't be afraid to talk to somebody and find out who's in charge. Because last year I did that to a local church here, and I made a contact and I gave her my information and my business card. Believe it or not, she did contact me right after the sale was over with, because they had so much stuff that was left that wasn't sold. And she contacted me and asked me if I would still be interested in coming back and getting all what was left for free. Guess what? Yes. So she contacted me. I went by there and I picked up the majority of some of the stuff. And because she told me that what they were going to do is Sunday's church service, she was going to let anyone who was in the congregation that went to church that day go into there. If they wanted anything, go ahead and get it. Then after the church service and they did their thing, she called me right back and said, okay, you can come now. When I went, I was able to get some great stuff, brand new, still packed and sealed, of stuff that I was given to for free. So make your connections. Don't be afraid to talk to people, because you just never know what kind of person you're going to have as a connection to help you build your inventory at no cost to you. And that goes with any garage sales or estate sales. I just recently made a connection with someone that does estate sales that I've been to 2 different ones, and it was the same company. And so he had me with the business card and contacting him because of the fact that whenever they do have it again and they want to just clear out what's left, he said he will call me. So I definitely need to reach out to him again and see and keep up on his sale.
I should have talked to the people at that church sale, because they had so much stuff. I mean, stuff that they didn't even have unpacked from donation boxes.
Hello and good morning to Queen Cleopatra. I know you're only in here for a few minutes, so good luck on your interview. She's having an interview for a job today. Good luck.
Interview this morning. Good luck to you.
And I'm
anytime you can get free inventory, I mean, that's the best inventory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I love the idea when some of these places do the whatever you can put in a bag for $1. Mm-hmm. So guess what? I'm gonna find whatever I can. I'm gonna stuff it.
We were walking out of the church sale, and this guy was working with them, volunteering and stuff. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Here, take this with you," and you just put it on top of the bag.
It was a microphone, actually, that I sold.
Yeah.
for it. Basically, they gave it to us free, and it was a Shure microphone. Oops, I needed to go to my
Sold.
yeah, and I'm trying to remember what I got for it.
And again, I understand, Jennifer. I was the same way at first, but eventually you were probably, and I only say this because of my experience, I became more comfortable about it because of the fact that I know when I first started, I was basically just using things around the house when we moved, and I purged and made them into a box and said, okay, this is for eBay, my eBay inventory. And so when I moved, I already knew I had boxes ready to start my eBay store because I knew I was going to do it. But this helped you branch out and maybe have some connections. Don't be afraid to even do like Facebook Marketplace or any avenue you can use. Good morning and hello and welcome to Found for You today. Good morning.
Bring that up.
I want to thank each and every one of y'all again for coming each and every morning and showing the love and support for our channel. When I say that, because it's also your channel when you come in and we collaborate and network with each other. And also don't forget, you can put your links in the chat while they're getting their information up. I'm going to go ahead and put something that I know was brought to my attention that I'm not doing enough of, and I'm glad because it was I forgot. I didn't realize I wasn't doing it. I guess because it got out of hand. I'm going to start putting in all my shows. I'm going to try to remember to put this in there. If you're interested in getting any items for advertisement or love and support of my channel, I say this because I have some T-shirts and I have a 15-ounce coffee mug with my logo on them. When you go to order these, the only size I do have is a 15-ounce coffee mug. And the shirts, you can pick whatever color you want in the app. And then when you choose your color, it will show you what that would look like with that logo on that color before you actually purchase it. And it also will let you pick the size you want as well. Hello and good morning and welcome to Land Shark Picker in the house.
There we go. Again,
Let me show
I'll give
this.
you an example. This is the one item that the church just threw on top of the bag as they were walking out. I just happened to glance. I looked at it and I was going to pass on it because we already checked out and there was a line. And they're like, that'll fit on top of your bag. And they just threw it in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay. And I brought it home. I listed it. It sold within 24 hours on an offer. Everybody else had the exact same microphone priced at about $50. You know,
Wow.
47, 50, 52. So I just priced it at $49.98. They threw me this offer here and I accepted it.
That's cool. Now that is another thing when you're doing that, you need to be able to look at your comps and see, are they all charging shipping or is it free shipping? That can help you determine what price you want to put it at.
These also came in a bag. These sold within like 6 hours. I mean, listen, these are Clarks. I can't keep Clarks. I know Rebecca, them Flipper.
Those are nice.
She says she can't keep Clarks in stock, but these came in the dollar bag sale. I don't even know how many pairs of shoes in there.
Well, I like those shoes.
Yeah, there was quite a few of them.
These are nice. But yeah, these sold. And this also, I think I had them priced at like $29. They made me the offer. I accepted it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just getting the sales. It's just being aggressive. And, you know, sometimes you can hold out. You know, I know people say, oh, you know, or they'll say, I got lowballed, so I just ignored them. Right. Always counter. Because sometimes they're just throwing you a lowball to see where you're at.
Exactly. How fast you accept it.
When I go to the flea market, I lowball everybody just to see where they're at, because sometimes you have them people that just want to move it. You know, they'll be asking 15 for our camera.
Which one? The new one?
Our vlogging camera. I paid $3 for it.
Wow.
On Amazon, they're going for almost $200, but it was laying on the table, and the guy wanted, I think, 10.
We ended up getting it for $2. I don't remember what the initial price was, but it had sprinkled out, so the camera was.
It was starting to rain, and I was like, "Hey, man, I don't know. It's starting to rain out here. You don't have the battery charged. I can't test it out. You know, I'll give you $2 for it." And I expected him to come back and say, no, I want, meet in the middle somewhere. He's like, all right. And I was like, well, the camera probably don't work, but for $2 I can sell it as parts. Brought it home, plugged it in, charged up. The camera works beautifully.
Wow, that's a great deal. NASCAR says Tommy has to do more of his lives from the flea market again.
Yeah, I could probably do those now. I was doing those last summer, but it was when I was doing them, they were so hot that my phone was heating up.
Yeah.
It only lasts about 15 minutes and then it would heat up. But Derek used to go live, and then I'd join him through my phone. And actually, I was going to do a whole thing where I was going to shop for people, and just basically charge like a buyer's commission and shop for people at my flea market. Which was it didn't work out. It was really hot.
I want to go ahead and welcome some new people I see in the chat. We have Mr. Wolf himself. It's Jerry. Hello and good morning. The Random Girl Jill. Good morning and welcome back, and it's good to see you. Also, I just want to correct myself. I automatically, when I see Landshark, I think Kicker, forgetting that he has a second channel, so it's actually Landshark Tutorials. So I wanted to correct myself on that one. And there was comments for Jay. Where it went? There we go. Yes, up and early. Sure makes a great mic. Yeah, it does.
This is the camera.
Oh wow.
No, it's got the big screen on the back. It's got
And then
really, really good zooming. I'm gonna show the screen on the back.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got.
Oh, I have one almost just like that.
Yeah, it's a really good.
And then it's got oh, there we go.
Andy Brown says she wishes you the best for your upcoming surgery, Destiny, for a speedy recovery.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Jen says also that I have found that low ballers rarely ever result in a sale, and that's typically because if they're going to come back with a low ball, they're just trying to see how low you will go. And again, sometimes they won't respond for that reason because they realize that you're not that offer. Money from Mars says if you throw a low ball, I just let it go because I'm too old to get down and catch it.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning and hello, Music 55, Miss Debbie Des. Good morning, DZ. Good morning, hello, and welcome.
Well, you got me big, Johnny.
I know, I realized that, and I'm trying to go through the comments at the same time.
I was going to use that while you had me big because I did pick these up. Were these there too?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so these came from the church rummage too. I can't find anything on them. I know they're a vintage Reebok. This is like a suede.
Uh-huh.
There's like no wear on these
Oh,
things.
wow. Look how clean.
Yeah, the only wear there is like this inner material. Let's see. Has a little bit of cracking going on.
But it's still not bad.
But the suede is really clean.
Oh, that's made out of suede.
Yeah, it's a suede.
Wow.
I know it's an old Reebok, but I can't find nothing on them. I was wondering if anybody knows anything about this shoe. It's got the big tongue.
Is there information inside of it, like the actual
Uh-huh.
Okay. And you couldn't find it on that number?
Nothing.
And I've tried running this number, the number below it, and I can't find anything on them. I've tried Google Images.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to.
Have you gone to the Reebok's website, maybe?
I went to Reebok's website. I tried looking up retro Reebok suede, vintage Reebok suede.
So should I show it again? Go ahead and show it again. If anybody knows anything about this type of Reebok, it's suede. It has the soles with the big tongue on the top.
Yeah.
And if anybody may have some information to help Tommy figure out what this is, would y'all please reach out to Tommy?
Yeah.
Or if you know somebody who does shoes for their niche, have them reach out.
There's some people out there that specializes in shoes.
Right, and there are some people that just specialize strictly in certain brands of shoes, so that may help you.
Right.
Jonathan is in the house. Hello and good morning. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming and joining us this morning. Yeah, that's one thing about the community. If you need help with something, they usually are able to reach out to you if they know what that is.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
And again, because we do have more people in the chat, I just Flippin' Frozen just came in. Good morning, hello, and welcome. I just want to reach out to each and every one of y'all again to let you know if you are trying to go and watch the video from Monday, it is temporarily down because I had an email come in letting me know about a situation, and I didn't realize it till after. So what I was trying to do is go through and fuzz out or block out or shadow out the actual information. There was some information that people who wasn't even involved in that situation. So I'm trying to protect them by going through it and blocking and blurring it out. And so I started doing about 2 hours worth of it, and for some reason I didn't realize that I didn't save it. So I just went in and made it private for right now, and I promise you it will be back up today. But I just need to get that done because I want to protect those that had information showing. Even though you can hear what's being said, I just don't want that information being shown. And so I am working on getting that blurred out to protect those who information was showing in the video. Also, we have this morning Mike Newsome. Good morning, hello, and welcome. Hello, hello, everyone.
Flippin' Frozen's been here for a while.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to make sure I catch everyone. Never too old. Hello and good morning.
Hello, hello, everybody. That's
So, what are your goals, or does anybody have goals that they're setting for, and those that may be new that don't know what Q4 means? October 1st means that it's the last quarter of the year. October, November, and December, and usually that is a very hopping, busy quarter. And I know for a fact I just finally got up to 1,151 listings yesterday, and my goal is just to continuously list every day. I originally had a goal that I wanted for 1,200 by October 1st. I was trying to push the listings to 2,000, but I will still continuously list. But right now I'm trying to reach the 1,200 first. So that is my goal by October 1st. And so far, it's been a busy daily listing. So that's a good thing. Chicago guy only. Try to look up. Oh, right there. Go right. Oh, here you go. This may be for you, I guess. Try looking it up on StockX and look it up with that number and see if that works.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay. Thank you so much, the Chicago guy. Now, also, don't forget everyone in the chat. If you do content on your channel and you would like to showcase your channel, go ahead and put your link in the chat. That way, everyone can go and subscribe to you. And also, don't forget to hit the notifications so that you get all notifications. There's 3 of them, and the very top will be of all notifications. That way, you don't miss anything when any contents do come out. And also, if you have any particular platform you sell on, go ahead and put that in the link as well so that others can see, maybe get an idea if they're new to the system of selling like online. That kind of gives people ideas to what they can look for when they're sourcing, going garage sales, estate sales, or any type of sale, whether it's thrifting or just shopping. Let's see. Found for you. Just put a comment in as well. Let's see. You know what I haven't seen that was darky blue and white stripes. I think they were Adidas shoes. So wanted a pair of those as a teenager. Looking up the extension. Look up just the extension tongue level out swapped part. I'm not sure about that. I'll have a ton of listings to do and organizing. Yeah, that's going to be a big thing too for October 1st when it comes around for the 4th quarter. No matter how much I try, I sure won't do what I won't be totally ready. Well, that's true. Last year was my first year dealing with Q4 because I just made a year with eBay, and I guarantee you I could not keep up. The more I list, the more it sold, which was a great problem to have. But I didn't expect that on my first Q4. So you're never going to be ready 100% for sure. But again, the best that you can do is just try. Already reached one goal to getting the 25 merch fulfilled sales needed. So I can fill my merch fulfilled toys on Amazon. Well, that's great, Callie. Good job. Yeah, it's just a matter of working at it and getting it done the way you need to for your plans of what you want to do and accomplish. Let's see. The Chicago guy. Do you have content on your channel, or do you use a different name for your channel? You were able to find anything?
No. Yeah. I'm scrolling through a bunch of Reeboks. But yeah, it's really weird.
Realized. All right, been at 35 minutes already. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in for anyone who may want to come on. Where's my link? Here we go. Oh, here we go. I have everything set up in private chat to get to it. I didn't have it in any particular order. All right, just come in from time. Well, thank you so much. That is great to hear. And you're always welcome. Thank you. All right, there's the link if you would like to come on and showcase your channel. If you have any questions or you just want to talk about a particular topic that is part of your eBay, whatever platform you sell on, or anything that you may have to go on. I'm trying not to go off of topics when we do this, so I don't want it to be like what happened Monday. Not to say it was wrong, but yeah, it just was overwhelming. Yeah, that's my goal today too. I got to get that video finished up, blurt out some information, and I got to send out receipts from yesterday's orders. For those who I sent out orders from Bingo, I already got them out. I like to send out tracking numbers for everyone. That's my goal for the day. Get at least 10 more items listed today. Plus, I do have the auction tonight too, so I got some more things ready for that.
There's still nothing.
No.
It's like they never existed.
Now, let me ask you this: if you went to like eBay and you do the picture, you know how you can go to and you can take a picture of either the UPC code or an actual item. Did that help you if you tried that?
Yeah, I've tried it. I've tried taking several different pictures of the shoe, like whole, some of just the tongue, some of the tags, some of the even the logo here, to see if it would come back.
Right.
You know, the whole shoe from different angles, and I mean, it just comes back with a bunch of tan shoes is what comes back.
Thank you, Jerry. I know Jerry doesn't have content, but you're more than welcome to drop the links to either platform that you sell on it. That's what you would like to do as well. Yeah, I understand you have to go, so thank you for coming and having a good time and having questions that we can answer. Hopefully we helped you in some way and hoping that you can learn or be able to do something that you're looking for. Thank you, Sandy. Yes, I have to say the bingo did turn out really well, and it's been going like that for the last couple of weeks. And so I'm glad that everybody can come in and have a good time. And that's what my goal was and is, to continue to this every show that I do. Dave Diggs in the house. Hello and good morning. Just stopping by to say hey and drop the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And that's another thing, when you're going to see any of the videos, even if it's in the past videos, do me a favor and please hit that thumbs up, because it does affect the channel when it comes to that, as far as percentages of those watching the video compared to the thumbs up in a video. And granted, I know I do get thumbs down. I'll get thumbs down before the video even goes up, because I do my thumbnails by Saturday and no later than Sunday each week. And there are a lot of times that before I even go live, it's already got a thumbs down. So
I get those too.
I look at it this way. It makes it to where at least thought about me, regardless if it's a thumbs down or not, or a thumbs up, before the show even starts. That just lets me know they are looking at my video thumbnails and responding. So that's the way I look at it.
They took the time, at least, you know.
That's right. That's what I look at.
They found you important enough to take the time out of their life.
And that's the way I look at it.
You know, so.
I always know that I have one fan that truly, truly loves me.
I looked at it this way. After I've done YouTube for a while, and then I finally got my first thumbs down, everybody was telling me, when you get your first thumbs down, that means you made it.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I look at it. I got made. I made it for that point.
And another way you know that you've made it is when your chat gets flooded with trolls.
Yeah. I've had that a couple of times already on when I was doing Saturday shows. Yeah. Yeah.
Saturdays are really good for that.
Dawn says that they always have at least three times for always press the like button for 3 times. Yeah. Yeah, because if you don't do it the third time, you won't get your thumbs up. Just do it once.
So Johnny, have you ever come across something like that where you felt it might be worth something that you don't know because you can't really find anything on it? Did you ever have that happen?
I've
And how do you handle that?
had some things happen like that on some things that I found at a estate sale. What I did was I try to find something that's at least close to it, even if it's not that color or that style. But yeah, I have had that happen where I've taken a chance and listed it as a new listings because I haven't found any that are matches what I have. And the advantage of that, from what I feel in my experience, the advantage of that is that when you do that and you go to list that item and it is the only one, it kind of can be like considered rare because of the fact you really didn't find any like that.
Right.
And the fact that you can actually set your price a little higher, and hopefully you'll get that to where if somebody does come back and want to send you an offer, then you have the leg up on actually choosing that price you want it for.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's just my opinion of what I would do.
But I've always thrown it at auction.
Yeah, that too.
Every time I've done that, I've come out way better than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, because sometimes you just got to watch that when you do auctions. I personally, my opinion, because I did do some auctions at one time at the beginning, and for me, I didn't find that it was even worth the time, because then you know what the value of it is, but you want to start it at maybe 99 cents, hoping to get something out of it, and sometimes it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something you got to think about too when you do that. That was just my opinion of what I did when I did auctions, and I didn't do many. It was just something I was trying, and I didn't care for it. It was just not. It's not my cup of tea, so to say.
Does eBay offer a reserve? Is that what that's called? Where
Yeah, you can put a reserve. It does cost for you to add a reserve. But see, like for me, this came free. Basically, I look at it.
Right.
If I break it down by what I had in the bag, I paid like 10 cents for them.
Right.
So if I put them at auction and start them at $10 plus shipping, if I only get $10, in my eyes, I'm still ahead. But there's a chance that people might know what these are.
Exactly.
Happened with that jersey.
Yes.
I put a jersey on there. I couldn't find. I'm not a sports follower, so I didn't know anything about the guy. I couldn't find a jersey like it, and I guess it must have been rare because I put it on there at like a $20 start.
Yeah, plus
and
shipping.
we ended up selling it for $170, $180 at auction. And I'm like,
it was your brother's shirt. That's all I remember.
Yeah, it was some dream team jersey or something.
Yeah, we're not real big into sports, so.
I mean, I can come across a lot of sports stuff, but I don't follow sports and people's stats, so I don't know who's worth something. Because I know just because it's a Green Bay Packer jersey doesn't mean it's worth something, because the player that's on it might be a sideline player, and I don't know that, And then another jersey just like it with somebody else's name and number goes for a gob of money.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that not to be able to do auctions that it may be beneficial, because I have seen some auctions where people put things on auction on other YouTube channels where, and for example, I'm using this one because of the fact that this happened a week ago, I think it was, in Garage Flip, Lonnie. He had bought this lot of Hot Wheels, all red line. The one that he had it on, one was on auction and one was on buy it now. And the guy, I think he had it listed at over 1,000, that one particular Hot Wheel, because it wasn't like, it was in excellent condition, almost like mint. And he did take and show when he was doing those that he was using gloves where he didn't have his hands or fingers on that particular Hot Wheel. And it went for like, I want to say $700 something because he took an offer. But the guy turned around after that and bought some more that was on auction and wound up selling, and he wound up making over $1,000 on that sale. So auctions can be beneficial depending on the item. But that's something you have to think about too.
I have some old inventory clothing that I'll just put it up. If it's been sitting around, I'll end the listing and I'll throw it up on a 99-cent auction
Right.
plus shipping. And a lot of the stuff just sits there and keeps going through auction week to week. It just don't sell. It's when I
Right.
didn't know what I was doing when I got into clothing,
I was the same way at the beginning. Yeah.
But I do believe, because the auctions get a lot of views, and I believe some of them views come into my store to see what else I have, and I make
Exactly.
sales off of that. So I just use them 99 cents, kind of like as a pull-in.
Right. That's a good idea. Never thought of that. Also, welcome and hello in the morning show this morning. We have flipping accounting and Jerry with the January house. Mike, he had a great auction last night. If you haven't checked him out before, go ahead and check his channel out because he does auctions twice a week. And it was actually a pretty good show last night. Jonathan, Aaron in the house. Aaron is going to be actually on our show this Friday on the Royal Auction Show. So come out and check him out and support him. Actually, I think this will be physically the first auction he does, other than what he did with us last week when we did the auction for Queen. He did come in as a guest there, but he will be on our show the whole day, the whole show this Friday. So come check him out.
I'm subscribe.
Don't forget to put your links in the chat so others can come and subscribe to you. Also, don't forget if you have a platform you sell on and you would like to share that with others so they can get an idea of what you may have to sell, especially if we have some new people in the chat that just started, either on any platforms. Just give some ideas on what to source for, at least try to source for things in their area in your platforms that you sell on.
I just dropped January House's link in chat. That was just the order subscribing.
Yeah, it was a good show last night. I watched it until I couldn't go no more and I went to bed. I was exhausted yesterday, Lord Jesus. Trying to catch up on everything yesterday and getting all the packages out. I had 8 packages to go out plus the 7 that I had for bingo from Monday night. So I wanted to get that out before yesterday was over with. And that was what I had.
Busy.
Yes, I was. So it was a good thing. So I got that done. And now today I just got to email everybody with their the tracking.
Hey, John, let me ask you, when it comes to selling, what is your favorite part of it?
Actually, I like it all. I have no specific one that I don't like. No, some people say they don't like doing clothing. They don't because of the measurements and things like that, or anything. But for me, I've been doing business, and I've been on my own doing business and in business since 2006. So for me, I don't do something that I don't like. So for me to be able to figure out what works for me, to where I enjoy when I wake up in the morning at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I'm in the eBay room working, I enjoy that because I know I'm making my accomplishments for the day of what I want to get done. So I really don't have any particular part of it that I don't like. I love doing my paperwork. I enjoy getting everything done. I love emailing people and giving them their information when they items that they purchase are going out. I have actually I enjoy doing photos for clothing because I do have a mannequin that I use where I let the mannequin hold the form of the outfit that I'm taking, and then I do my measurements within the picture. So that for me is not a problem for me. But again, I do have a lot of patience when it comes to some of that stuff. But I think the top thing I would have to come out with for that answer would be probably, if I had to say one thing that I do enjoy, is actually going out and sourcing and finding those gems.
Yeah. See, that used to be my favorite part. I used to love the sourcing, and going out for the hunt. Now, I want my product to come to me. I don't want to go look for it no more. I'm past that.
He's getting old.
The thrill of the hunt of finding like that grail item, that's still there. But to go into Goodwill and say, okay, I gotta get some inventory, and you're looking, what can I make some money on? Can I make some money on that? Blah blah blah. It's like, nah, going in there and finding the thing that they have extremely underpriced because they had no clue what it was, and those are the things I'd still like to go through this, but I don't want my job to be go thrift store hunting.
Right.
That's why we're going to get into online sourcing and buying pallets, because the whole thrill of being a reseller is kind of gone. I still have the passion for it. I love the hustle. I love the turnover of I paid this for this and that, but I want to do it faster, and I can't do it faster, especially because we live in small towns, so we have to travel to source.
Right.
I can't go and say, get up, leave the show, go hit 5 thrift stores by lunchtime, and then go back home and list them. If I want to hit 5 thrift stores, I'm putting about 200 miles on my truck, you know.
Right.
So,
yeah, if not longer.
Yeah, so that's why we go over to Appleton where JRKR is, because there's an abundance of thrift stores, and then we'll do like a 2-day event. We stay in a motel, we call it a workation, we write some of it off. One day we hit the bins, and then the next day we hit all the thrift stores that we can.
Yeah.
But I'm over the sourcing. Now I want to come in. I don't want to list and spend 2 hours trying to figure out what this dang shoe is.
Right.
You know, I want to grab, I don't know, I'll just give an example. I know you can't list these, but I want to grab 20 of these that can't.
I know what that is.
Okay, here, Termex. I want to list.
Not any better.
Whatever. I want to list 20 of those or 50 of those in one listing and be done with it.
Yeah. For example, I went to this garage sale / estate sale, and I spent $30 because what happened was there was so much stuff that was still brand new, sealed in the package. I basically just packed a IKEA bag, and I got everything. I brought everything to the guy, and he says, "Okay, give me $30." I already knew one item alone was worth more than that. And when he said that, I couldn't get the $30 out fast enough. And so for me, I love doing a bulk buy, whether it's an estate sale, garage sale, or whatever. And in this case, I already made double my money on that one product that I already sold at my antique booth. Everything else became profit. And so that's what I like about doing that kind of stuff. When I go to anything as far as a garage sale or an estate sale, and then I keep track of whatever it was I purchased. I have a sheet that I use as a little yellow memo pad, and I just write on the top how much it was, what day I bought it, and how much I spent. And then every time I make a sale, I'll take that and add it up. Once I reach the total that I paid for it, the rest becomes to me as profit. So I'll put that in red as far as when I start. I'll have that in red ink. And once I reach the total that I spent, then everything becomes green to me. So I write it in green ink. And so that's what I like looking at too when I'm doing that kind of stuff. To start seeing it go immediately from red to green within the first 1 or 2 items that I sold.
Right. Here's an item.
I'm getting it now. There we go.
I love this type of sourcing. We have actually, it's everywhere. If you go to PCIauctions.com, they do a lot of restaurants and stuff that are going out of business.
Oh yeah.
In the auction, I picked up 200 of these glasses, no kidding, for $1.
Holy crap.
And I sell them in sets of 4. Just sometimes they go for a little, depending on what sale I have on, you know. I've taken offers for a flat $10 on them, but 200 of them. And those are the type of thing. One listing. Yeah, they don't sell like every day, although they've been doing really good the last 2 weeks. But I usually have at least 1-2 sales a week on them. And it was one listing, super cheap for all the inventory. Those are the type of deals I like to find. Even though I'm not making a huge amount per sale, I don't have to spend any time on it once I list it.
Right. Now, when you're doing that, the website you go to, is that like a bidding thing, or is just buy it?
Nope, it's an auction. It's an online auction, and then you go pick up the stuff. And we've bought all kinds of. We got our things some things that we bought to sell, but then we fell in love with it. Is it's a commercial grade made by Oster convection oven. It's not a convection oven. It's some sort of a commercial turbo type oven, you know, and it's like a convection oven. It's an infrared oven. It's a pizza oven. All in one. We paid $1 for it. I could put it on eBay and get about 160, but we love it.
All right. If y'all haven't subscribed to Them Flipping Critters, they have their new channel. Actually, it's the Two Ladies Storage Auction. I know the last time they were on, they're still at 91 subscribers. So if y'all would like to check out her auctions, they do it every Tuesday and Thursday. There's the link in the chat. If you would please go ahead and maybe check out the channel, subscribe to them, because I'm gonna let you know that from what I'm waiting to hear, they are doing a 100 sub giveaway. I believe I want to say it's $25 credit or $25 something with their auctions. I don't know the full details of it, but I do know that once they reach 100, they will be doing a giveaway. And so if you haven't yet, they're only at 91 subscribers. They come on every Tuesday and Thursday with their auctions, and these I don't know the actual time, but I do know when I get the notification, I just go to it. But don't forget to set your notifications. I just check to make sure.
I'll tell you something about these ladies. You know, they buy these storage auctions, these units, and they buy a lot of them. So they want to move that merchandise. They want to get it out. So they start cheap. Their stuff goes, you know, where you can resell it, you can turn it. So it's a great auction to go to if you're a reseller. If you want personal too, I mean. But I'm telling you, these start loads. They want to move this stuff out. So,
okay, she just made a comment, which I thought it was something different, but she's saying that they're going to be doing a video today where everyone can go and make a comment on it today. And I don't know if that's going to be in combination with the other ones. If you would like to come on and talk to us about it to let everybody know exactly what's going on, you're more than welcome to come in and talk about it.
There you go, Cruder. Get in here and tell us what you got going on.
We want to let you know that you're more than welcome to come in and talk about it, because I do see you just got 92 subscribers now, and that was from Aaron Proctor. Thank you, Aaron. Perini's in the house. Good morning, hello, and welcome. So you're more than welcome to come on and talk about it, so that everyone can hear from you exactly what you're doing with that 100 sub giveaway. I don't want to say the wrong thing, because I thought maybe I was doing it with the 100 subscribers and comments and stuff like that. So come on and let everybody know. Mabel's in the house. Hello and welcome. I can't wait, what? In her live. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she's in here today right now.
Oh.
Oh. Were we still talking about our favorite part of Euro's reselling stuff?
What's your favorite part?
Weeding.
Oh. You better explain what that is, because people that don't know and say your favorite part is weeding, they're probably got some minor stuff going on.
Talking about eBay here.
Right.
It is part of eBay.
Okay,
You remove the excess.
Please elaborate.
It's removal of excess vinyl.
Oh, okay.
She does the decals.
Yes.
Her store that she's running for me is decals. So after she did get cut by the machine, the plotter, she has to remove the excess vinyl. That's referred to as weeding out the excess vinyl.
It's called weeding.
Okay.
I wanted to see how many people knew, because if they pay attention to any of my lives, they would know.
Okay, Rebecca says what they're going to do today is they're going to be doing a video. When they hit 100, they will be picking a winner out of the video that they will be uploading today. So make sure y'all look out for that. Go ahead and subscribe to them so you know that you'll be part of it and get the notifications when those videos do come up. And that way y'all can have them out. They are just starting out. They both come from different channels, and combined a new channel with them today, just recently. But they have been on a couple of weeks already. So go ahead and check them out. Subscribe to them and show them some love and support. And hopefully we can help them get to 100 or plus after this.
Kelly says, yep, Z had a couple of dynamos, but they were gone. But who had dynamos? I love dymo printers. I got lucky. I'm running an old dymo 450, but I only paid $5 for it.
Oh, here we go. It was at an estate show she went to this last weekend, where because they had dymo labels, got them cheap for my business, and then I did get some other stuff. And then she came back with that comment out.
Rebecca, am I supposed to play this live? I don't want to play it live. Rebecca sent me a message. It's a voice message. I just want to make sure it's okay to play live, because if it's not, then I won't.
Did you want to mute yourself to hear it first?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Actually, it's from Facebook. Oh, Facebook. That's what she's talking about. State sale I went to last week. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Were you able to get a Dymo printer for those labels? Oh, okay. Mavis said that she'll be finding out today the results of her MRI on the brain and spine. Well, good luck on the results, baby.
All right. She did have a message that she wanted played for everybody explaining what they're doing. So we're going to play that if you don't mind.
Go ahead. I'm
Mabel,
gonna
I
put you.
hope today's results are great.
Yes.
Yes, if we could play this for everybody. Hello, everybody. What's going to happen is Mel and I are going to upload a video today, and everybody needs to comment on that video. So once we hit 100 subscribers, we will share the screen, pop up the random comment generator, and pick our $25 winner from that video. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Rebecca. Now, y'all heard it fresh and from the couples of the auction, Rebecca. That way, y'all know what to do. Make sure you go and subscribe. Hit the bell of all notifications so when the video does come out, you won't miss it. Then you can go and make a comment to it.
There you go.
Fresh off the press. So back to Mavis. Well, prayers are going out to you, and hopefully that everything comes back in good results for you. And then the one with Kelly, she was saying that was from a garage sale that she went, estate sale she went to on the Dymo printer that she's been looking for. It was somewhere online, but she got the actual labels from that auction. So let's stay tuned.
Wow. I'm trying to catch
Dymo labels are expensive too. If you
Yeah, they are.
If you buy Dymo branded, I actually get knockoff labels, and they're a fraction of the price, and they seem to work just as well.
Well, I actually buy them by the case. I find it's a cheaper price when you buy them by the case.
Yeah, I got somebody on eBay. I buy from him regularly. I usually buy anywhere between 12 and 24 rolls at a time, depending on the sale he's got going on.
Well, let me ask you this: how long have you had your Dymo?
I've had my Dymo going on 3 years. It's the older one. It's actually right here. It's the old. It's the Dymo 450. But that's the one I use for my address labels.
Oh, okay.
I bought it used. I paid $5 for it used, and it still works great to this day. And then I have an even older Dymo
that he can't quite get in the picture,
which is
wow.
And that's got the smaller labels that I use for my inventory tags.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I have the label writer 4XL. I have not had any problems with it. The only thing I had a problem with was the beginning when I was trying to link it to my PayPal account because I wasn't reading the printer. And what happened was I didn't realize that I had to go into the printer of when I was in eBay and I would go to set a printer. There was a little marking at the bottom that said you had to put it in a 4x6 for printing on that form. And then it finally took. And it took me about a week to get that one done. I was getting frustrated with it. And so I asked Robert, said, please come down and help me with this because I paid this kind of money for this print and I want to use it. And so it's been working ever since.
I would like to upgrade to something that does the 4x6 labels like the XL or the Rolo, but it's just a want.
Yeah.
Because, this one here, it prints the 2.5 by 7-inch labels, so it works for addressing labels. I haven't had no problems with it. So there's not a need to upgrade. These labels are cheaper than the 4x6 labels.
Right.
And it's like, man, I see them. I want one because I like the presentation of the 4x6 label, but I can't justify spending the money on it when I have something that does the same thing it does. It still puts the same information. It's still going to get mailed to the same place.
Right, exactly.
So I'm like, why upgrade at this point?
Being that we're on that topic, I want to mention something on that one. I know when we first start out, trying to do the best we can, but I'm going to say this because this is what I did. Because when I first started, I didn't have the extra capital to do just anything I had. And I basically just used my Canon printer. And then I bought these labels that have 2 labels on a page and used that regular printer until I was able to build up enough capital to buy like a Dymo. And so my recommendations, especially if you're just starting out, try not to go overboard and buy all these things. I know it's nice to have, but for me, that was the cheapest route for me at the beginning. So I did that until about October. I started in July 24th, and then I did this until about October, November, when I actually bought my Dymo because I found it on sale. And it's been a great thing since. But again, I did what I had to do at the beginning, cheapest route, until I was able to build up enough capital to put it back into the business. So that's what my recommendation is. If you're starting out, don't overdo yourself. And make sure you're only doing what you can in your means of what you have available to you at the time.
We started out the same way. We started out with the inkjet printer, printing out on regular paper and then cutting it out and taping them down. You know, so then that we did that for the first 6 months, and then we came across that.
Yeah, the one we got at an auction for dirt cheap. I think it was like $10.
This one, it was $5.
Okay.
This one, I think I paid, the one I used for barcoding, I paid like $10.
Okay, Daz, this one I'm going to have you answer because for me, I have my own opinion about this, but we're going to go with you first on the answer. Mabel wants to know, can I just write the Addy on the paper instead of buying the labels?
If you're comfortable writing addresses out, I would not recommend it. But if that is what you want to do it. But just know that you'll be paying more at the post office, and you won't have the immediate, I mean, like, I don't know, it's like way more expensive if you write them out. Okay. My smaller decals, I do write out the addresses. And my hand cramps after so many. So if I can't wait till I can get a little little Dymo or whatever so that I don't have to do that anymore. Because let me tell you, after writing so many, your hand will start to hurt. Your hand will cramp up. And if you have more than 10 items sold, even 5 sometimes, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Well, on my opinion on this, I know if I'm on eBay and I'm selling things, I would rather it be on something that I can print. And again, like I said, I did start with just my regular Canon printer. Granted, you may go through some ink, but guess what? At least you're starting at the level where you can and not go overboard in what you can't afford or that you want to put yourself in debt for until you're able to do that by keeping your money back into it to the business. And so there's nothing wrong if you're going to write it out, but just remember, you need to make sure it's readable. But when you bring it to the post office, you're going to save money if you do it through your app on the eBay store.
Right.
Because of the fact that you're getting a discount through it being in your account, where you won't go to the post office, because if you handwrite something, you're going to have to go to the post office or put stamps on it, and depending on the weight of it, it may cost you out of pocket a lot more than what you really want to spend on any type of package, no matter what it is. And that's just my opinion. But again, I'll see where Queen made a comment as well that she does the same thing and uses a printer, which is going well. And so that's why it's always recommended when you first starting out, just do what you can. And again, there's nothing wrong with using a printer until you can take your income that you're getting from your sales, turn it back into the business. And as long as you keep getting more capital and you have the time and you have the money, then I can see getting one. But I would not suggest doing it right away. Just use what you have, because if you do that and you keep writing those addresses, you may be comfortable doing it, but just remember you're going to be costing more out of your pocket for postage.
Yeah, and you will the more items you end up selling throughout a day, it takes a lot of time out as well. And I know that people, a lot of the people that I ship out to that I've handwritten, they love that. That's awesome. But I am not going to handwrite out 100 decal, addresses. It's just, I won't have time for it. Not for that much with having to cut them.
Now, 6 months ago when she started, she's like, I like writing the labels. It gives the personal touch. And I'm
It
like,
does.
wait till you ramp your store up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I still do. Like, I still love, or not so much love, but I still like writing out the addresses. But I get like real anxious when I have more decals sold than, I don't know, after like 6 decals that I have to send out to 6 different people, my hand is yelling at me and doesn't want to work afterwards.
Now,
And
Flippin' Frozen made a comment. She says, I have a Rolo, but I get my labels through UPS for free.
Yeah, and if you are using a regular printer too, or even a thermal printer, they'll work in a thermal printer, like what do you call them? Toner cartridge printers.
Yeah.
Because I got a couple of those. You can go to UPS and you can get the 2-up sheets for free from them too.
Okay, Kelly made a good comment. She says you won't be getting any cheaper shipping rates, if you were to write the labels out and buy the shipping at the post office. And that's true, because of the fact that if you have an eBay account, the best thing to do is go through your account, because of the fact that it is a cheaper rate than you going to the post office. Because when you go to the post office and you just walk in there and say, I need to mail this, they're not going to say, oh, you got an eBay, so we'll give you a discount, because that's not how it works. You have to make sure you print those labels somehow through your eBay store. And Aaron made a comment earlier, and I'm gonna get to that because I see it's down a little bit. So we'll get to that in just a second. And like Queen says also, she says, I put all my labels with my regular jet printer and it does a great job. And that's the truth. As long as you're using what you have, not going out and having to overdo yourself with high priced items, you can do fine with that for a long time. Because I did it until I want to say November, December when I did mine. I know I didn't turn my store into the end of October. I think it was in middle October. I changed from a regular to a premier store, and it's a large discount too when you're doing it through your store, through eBay. Steve, welcome, Steve. Hello, good to see you in the chat. A few years ago, I bought and used a Zebra printer thermal 2844 with a 4x6 label printer on eBay for $100. You can even get the rolls pretty cheap for them. Also, the free ones from UPS if you have an account with them. And that's another thing. When you're starting out on eBay, I know this for a fact because I did you can link your account. If you go and sign up for an account through UPS, you can link your account to it in case if you're needing to buy postage or you want to ship something and you want to use UPS. You can still do that as long as your account is linked to UPS and you do have an account that you signed up for. It is free to sign up. You do not have to pay for it. And also, you can get those items for free if you do have an account with them. And it's just a matter of going online and signing up for it.
What Mabel's concern is with having to take the labels that I see in the YouTube side of it. I just figured we'd address it while we're still on that. She says that she don't sell on any platforms except Marketplace, and will have auctions, so she'll need to ship. And in that case, I would suggest Pirate Ship.
Yeah,
you can Pirate Ship and get the commercial discounted rates, the same as you would through your eBay account. Sometimes better than even eBay. And you can also ship, if you're doing the auctions and getting your payments through PayPal, you can ship right through PayPal as well and get the discounted rate.
Well, with that one too, you can also link your account to the Pirate Ship. That way, those when you go to print your labels from there, no matter because when I do auctions or I'm doing bingo, when I send out the prizes, I use Pirate Ship.
Right.
And then automatically that money that I'm taking to pay that postage is coming out of my account that I have with PayPal that I leave there for that reason to pay for shipping that comes out of Pirate Ship. And that's true. You don't have to have an account with eBay or any platform to be able to use that one.
Use Pirate Ship.
And you want to make sure you use it because you will get a discount.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get that one running.
Yep. Yeah, she asked, can't I use Pirate Ship? Anybody can use Pirate Ship. You don't have to be on a marketplace to use it.
That's for anyone. Yes, and just make sure when you go to sign up for it, it'll ask you if you want to link any account to that. And if you link your PayPal account or you do a credit card, whatever you use, that would be the payment method that they do for you when you go on PowerShip to get a label. And that anybody can use. You don't have to sell on any platform to do that.
Right.
Even if you just do online auctions, you can still use that to mail out your labels. And then again, instead of you going there, handwrite it, and you bring it to the post office, you're getting a better rate through when you do PowerShip compared to going to the post office when you do that.
Much better rates. I mean, you're saving anywhere between usually 10 to 30 some percent.
And Steve makes a great point about that too. You got to remember, when you're doing that and you're actually writing your labels out, when you go to the post office, there's going to be a line. So then you have to pay for more for your postage, and you have to get a tracking number to go back to it to send to your buyer. Whereas if you do this on PowerShip, you can cut and paste that link to the tracking that you automatically get no matter how you mail it out. You will get that link to where you can send it to your emails to that person who purchased from you. That gives them that tracking number. And that's what's good about using PowerShip instead of you having to go through the post office, wait in line, wait 6 feet apart from everybody, and all that other good stuff that's going on right now. Just save you some time that way, and you don't have to worry about it because it's free to sign up for PowerShip.
And if Mabel needs some assistance or a walkthrough or is confused, feel free to reach out to me. You know, the Bargain Effect on Facebook, Instagram. You can email me, Bargain Effect. I'll help you out. I'll walk you through setting it up and show you how it works if you like, or if you're confused.
And also, you're more than welcome to reach out to me on any question or anything like that, because I always do a FaceTime if I have to help someone do something, teaching somebody one-on-one or helping them do something. I have no problem with you reaching out to me as well, and I would be honored and happy to help you in any way I can, so you can get that working for you on your side. Two Hip Chick says, if you just finished repairing the last week's vintage cassette haul, I know you've been working on that, as well as fixing some issues on what to do. You can go ahead and check that out. There's the link.
Keep forgetting.
Let's see. You should have me on to sing with the songs of the cassettes while you were repairing them. Actually, PowerShip ports from eBay and sells them. Okay, that was what we were talking about in reference to. She doesn't sell on any platform. So in her case, she just needs to go to PayPal to set up an account with PowerShip, and it's free. And she can link whatever she wants because she does not sell on any particular platform right now. That's what we're trying to help her with, as far as instead of writing the addresses out and then bringing them to the post office is costing her more than if she was to go through PowerShip. And just suppose you can pay. You can also pay for full retail price, and that's right. And that's what you don't want to do, because you want to try to save some of the money for yourself. So yeah, just go through PowerShip, and like I said, if you need help, reach out to any of us. We'll be glad to help you. Let's see, Frozen on use the computer in the library, and like Aaron says, I know he's not the only one. I know some people that will talk about it in their videos that they physically go to the library just to print out their labels because they don't have the equipment at their house. And temporarily they're doing the best they can to get it done because they want to make sure they get their items out to their customers. So it doesn't matter where you get it done as long as you get it done. Good morning and hello to Susie Woozy in the house.
Hi, Susie.
Hello. Yeah, you can start selling, on any of the platforms or on the auctions that people are having on YouTube. Really, in reality, this is all you need.
Yeah, you can even do it on your phone.
You don't need to go out and spend a bunch of money on photo setups, expensive printers. You got a phone, like Aaron says, you can go to the library and print out if you don't even happen to have a printer or a computer. I mean, the only thing you need is a smartphone, and it doesn't even have to be a brand new smartphone. It can be an older smartphone,
As long as it does the capacity of taking pictures and has the web browser on it.
That's it.
And that's the best thing about anybody who's even starting out on any of those things. Well, good morning and hello, Mr. Pat D's in the house.
It's Charlie.
Hey, what up, Pat?
Guess about the butter knife. Ask your desk about the butter knife. Okay, everybody, what is this about the butter knife?
That would be me. Okay, so last year, okay, so me, Rebecca, and Kimmy.
I'm gonna run to the little boys' room. While
Okay.
Hello and welcome. Good morning to Lady Junk Danica herself in the house.
Then you get the pink chair back. All right, so last year it was me, Rebecca, and let me get over here so you guys can see me. Me, Rebecca, Kimmy, which is borderline hoarderish. What do you want? Oh, sorry. Do you want your coffee too?
No.
All right. I guess I made his coffee wrong. My bad.
Go ahead.
So let me try this again.
I'm gonna go to little boys' room real quick while you're discussing that.
Okay, so last year, them flipping crooters, which is Rebecca, myself, and borderline hoarderish Kimmy, we were known as Charlie's Angels, and Pat Dees was Charlie, and Tommy was Bosley. And last year, after my spleen ruptured, Pat Dees took away everything but my butter knife to defend myself, so I wouldn't hurt myself. So that was the whole funny, I don't know, the butter knife thing. So he always picks on me about it. Because last year was a horrible year for me. I got scratched in the my cornea was scratched by our cat in 3 different places. They weren't sure if I was going to go blind in that eye. And then I had a polyp removed from my sinus cavity last year. Not cancerous, thank heavens, but it was pretty big, so they had to remove it so I could breathe through my nose. And then my spleen ruptured. So last year was a very, very, very interesting time for me. And her weapon of choice is butter knife. No pew-pews for her. So yeah, so in order for me not to hurt myself, they took away my Charlie Angel's pew-pew and gave me a Charlie's Angel butter knife. So yeah, and it makes me smile. Every time I see Pat Dees, I get excited, and I still call him Charlie. He will always be Charlie to me. So now the water and flame hands are holding your head. Yeah, right, with the little heart. Can you guys see? Oh, there we go. So.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so that's the story. I gotta get over.
Let's see. Patty says her weapon of choice, the butter knife, no guns.
Yeah, I don't use.
And I want to say, Pat Dees, it's so good to see you back in the chat, and I'm glad to see that you're getting back in the swing of things, and so good to see you again.
Yep, for sure. And then yeah, Tommy was Bosley, or is Bosley, and Pat Dees is Charlie.
Good morning, hello, and welcome in the chat. We have Matt Romero and Nikki T in the house. Good morning, hello. Good to see y'all. And it is, again, good to see you too again, Pat.
I'm so tall.
All right, boss.
As she rolls those eyes.
That's my hat. I stole it fair and square. I just don't wear hats very often. But I do love
my Tommy, go ahead and show that pair of shoes that you were talking about, because Matt might know what those are, or even Pat Dees. Let me he says, yeah, go ahead and show those. Yeah, Matt might know. So let me show you here so they can show you. He's trying to figure out what are these shoes, if anybody knows or has an idea where he can try to find this information on these shoes.
Right. I am struggling. I know they're an older pair of shoes, but they're in great shape. I picked them up at a church auction. I ran the numbers on the tongue. No luck. Can't find nothing. Tried to describe them the best I could. Did Google image search. Did eBay image search. And I can't find nothing on these shoes. So anybody that would happen to know something, I would appreciate it.
Is there a way you can? Because the first time I've seen what the tongue inside the shoe has red and black lettering. Yeah. I've never seen that before.
Made in Indonesia.
Well, Pat D's, I hope everything goes well for your visit through the cancer center. So hopefully keep us informed and we'll keep you in our prayers.
So,
Much love, Pat, aka Charlie.
good luck, Pat. So if anybody knows anything, man, or
Now let him know what the shoes itself are made out of what? Canvas, you said? No. Oh,
they're suede.
wait.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're like a suede. They got a pretty soft sole, and they got this big tongue. And what?
And it's by Reebok.
80s Reebok.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a question here. 80s Reeboks. Try searching badminton.
Badminton.
BADMINTON or tennis with them.
Okay.
So he said it's the 80s Reeboks. Try to research it's BADMINTON or tennis. TENNIS. Those.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
Because I've tried looking those numbers up. I've put in retro and vintage suede Reeboks, and I've come up with, retro big tongue Reebok. Couldn't find nothing.
Right.
But I'll try the badminton and tennis. That's what I didn't know is even what style of sneaker would this be. I was almost thinking because of the big tongue, like maybe an asphalt soccer or something. But
yeah,
I have no idea.
That's the first time I ever saw where they had the red writing inside the tongue like that.
Let's see.
Nikki says it's definitely a classic Club C indoor vintage.
Okay.
And that's what's good about bringing this to the chat, because you never know who's in there that might know something about that particular type of shoe. Rebecca says those are classic suede Snickers color camel.
Did she find them?
I'm not sure. Suede Snickers color is camel. Good morning. Hello to Mr. Adam himself, Record Crate in the house. Camel, yeah.
Classic suede sneakers, color
Camel.
Oh,
And Nikki said Club Classic C. Classic Club C. Indoor vintage.
yes, they are suede.
Yeah, they're suede.
Let me show them again so they can see.
Yeah. Nice clothes. I mean, they're in. They have a couple little spots.
They look like they're in great condition.
And then this part's like a canvas. This is all suede. There's like no toe wear, look at the soles on these things.
And
I mean, like I said, the only wear there is really that shows. I mean, you got some stuff in there, but as far as like there's some cracking and chapping on this pleather material. That's about it, man. Everything else.
Yeah,
They might not be worth anything, but I'd hate to
give them to me when they're worth lots of more money. He made me try them on. He's like, here, try these on just in case. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep them. He's like, but if they're worth money, you ain't getting them. I'm like,
right.
Like, you don't love me no more.
Oh my God.
But they fit me.
Because I know some retro sneakers are worth something for whatever reasons. I'm not a big sneakerhead, but I know some of the older ones. I watch Rally Roots and stuff. I mean, they get some money for shoes. I don't know why they get that kind of money. I don't know what makes them worth. It's just out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to learn. I didn't know anything about clothes when I first started selling on eBay. But we bought clothes because they're everywhere and you can get them cheap. So I'm not a fashionable guy. I'm light pants and a hoodie guy,
But they have to match. Like his hat, his shirt, his pants, his shoes, all have to match.
But I didn't know anything like when they were talking about different cap sleeves and boat necks. I didn't know what any of this. I know what it is now.
Aaron says it's Jordan for sure.
I'm so confused.
Well, at least you have a little bit more information than when you started today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Greatly
check out
appreciate that.
the badminton tennis pitchings, the classic Club C. I wrote all that down.
And what's amazing is when you find something and it's hard to find the actual one like it, then it makes it definitely a good investigation type thing where you have to go in and really do some research on it.
You know, I had another pair of shoes I didn't know anything about, couldn't find them, and it turned out that they were a limited edition Dwayne Wade exclusive release for Marquette College shoes, and I ended up getting good money for those too. But I went through the same thing. I had them for like 6 months because I had this feeling they were worth something, but I couldn't find anything on them. And then finally, I just showed them periodically on YouTube. Finally, somebody came. They found it on WorthPoint. I don't have a WorthPoint account.
I don't either.
But they found it on WorthPoint. They sent me the information, and yeah.
That was a crazy.
Aaron says that they're retro Jordan shoes.
No, they're not. They're Reeboks. They're not Nikes.
Right.
But put that down just in case, because
they're a Reebok.
But maybe
at one point they may have used that as his how do you call that again? Sponsorship of some kind of thing. It sounds like a good candidate for your auction, like the basketball jersey.
Yeah. That's and if I can't find it, that's probably where they'll end up, is at auction, and then people that know the shoes can determine what they're worth.
And Deb Z says it's using those shoes indoors would be able to explain why the soles are in the shape they are in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then Matt says, I say 80s only because you see the foam used in the tongue. I don't think that they are classic because of the white
squiggly lines piped into the shoe. Not sure, but good luck. Oh. Yeah, you have those squiggly lines on it, and also go closer to the front of it, the front of the shoe. You see how you got those designs on the front as well?
Yep, the zigzags.
The zigzag.
Yeah, it's a stitch.
Yeah, he's saying that he doesn't think that it's a classic C because of that. The way the piping is.
See, I don't know. I don't know nothing about them.
Yeah, we don't know.
Well, hopefully that helps you get some more research in there.
And Aaron said,
he said he was saying that the Jordan shoes sell really good. He was sorry he miscommunicated with us on that.
It's all good.
Yep.
It's all good.
And I thank each and every one of y'all always, as whenever we bring something like this, and that's what's good about it in the chat. You just never know who's in the chat that might have that experience or knowledge of a particular piece of an item. And that's what's good about this when we come together and we can help try to solve a problem. Did you use Google Lens on them?
I did. I used the Google Lens image search. I did the image search on eBay. I tried running those numbers.
You see January House's comment?
I'll give you 15 right now. If I throw them at auction, I'm going to start them probably at like $19.99. So keep an eye on my store, because if I don't find them probably by the end of the weekend, they're just going to go up on auction.
Right. Thank you, Rebecca. Have a good day.
You know, I'll call you in a little bit, girl.
Oh, yeah, he said, okay, $19.99.
Do you have your eBay store link?
My eBay store?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Here, I'll drop my eBay store link. People can watch for the shoes. Then we'll all learn something together.
Yep. He said he's just messing with you. He's going to give out his link to his eBay store. So if you're interested in keeping an eye on this item that he's going to put up for auction, and once he gets it up there, you better go check it out and maybe put your bid in.
Right.
Pass the word around for those who might be shoe lovers that might want to see about the shoes that he's got.
If you see it go up in my store, I'd appreciate it if you'd share it on your Twitters and your Instagrams, because the more eyes I can get it in front of, obviously, auctions.
Exactly.
You know how it works. Better it be.
Mike says,
what up, Justin?
Mike tells Mike, stay with your pencils.
I have some pencils I'm going to be putting up on eBay too. They're the actual pencils. I got a bag of them. They're the big giant pencils.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember those.
They have the advertisements on them from like
Do you wanna
Great
go grab 'em?
America, yeah, Great
Wow.
America and Wisconsin Dells and
right.
all these.
Those back in the day.
Yeah, all these different places, and they're not like the cheap ones that you buy now. That like are the, what do you call it? Just like the commercial comical ones. These are
Right.
made out of the real wood.
Yeah.
They're real. Here we go.
If there's any green ones, don't show those.
There
'cause it'll
is.
just
I paid
show-
$1 for this whole bag.
Oh wow.
So in here we got like here's a.
Oh, look how big them things are. That's Florida.
Yeah, this thing is huge.
Oh.
But like that's a Florida one, and I mean, they're. Let's see. We got,
Mike from January House says, "I'll give you $30 for the shoes and the pencils, and I'll pay shipping."
we got. Oh, this is a green one, so you can't really see it, but it's from Mammoth Cave,
Kentucky.
National Park, Kentucky.
Lady Luck says the logos on the insoles of those Reeboks are from 1986 to 2014. Just trying to find them for you.
I appreciate
Sorry,
it.
trying to find.
All right, let me write that down.
So then we got my green screen stuff is kind of messing with it, but
You can still see most of it. That's
yeah.
all. Oh, is that all?
Algany.
Oh, Albany.
Yeah. So and then there's even a retro Miller Lite.
You wrote that information down, Des?
We got a Great Smoky Mountains.
Des, did you get that information that I had on the screen?
Yep,
Okay,
I did.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take it off and go to the next one.
All right. Sorry.
So somebody must have collected these, but here's a Disney Jumbo Dumbo pencil.
It's
And you can tell they were collected, they weren't used.
Wow. January House Mike says that you will really do well with those.
Yeah, and they're everyone's different. They're Chicago.
Lauren, welcome, Tommy. He says he used to kick butt with those pencils that fighting with them.
Oh, with the, I remember doing that in school.
Like a sword, yeah.
No, we used to, what did you call it? Popping pencils.
That's
Where you
wrong.
sit, one person sit there, hold it, the other person, you're trying to snap it and break it. But yeah, we got Devil's Lake State Park, Colorado, Las Vegas.
I used to fight with my brother with those, and every time he would try to hit me, I'd turn around and hit him by his knuckles. He would stop.
Oh, here's a cool one. United States Air Force Academy. Illinois, Virginia.
Doesn't even look like they can use
Washington.
it. It's just a good condition.
Yeah, that's why I say somebody had to just be collecting, like some people collect spoons and shot glasses from different states. I think somebody just went and
Virginia.
got these pencils.
Does each one of those have some type of string on them?
Yeah, there's like a tassel.
A tassel. Oh, that's cool.
That's on them.
Yeah, that one was barely used.
Yeah, and they all have it. Some have a tassel, some have just
The black string.
like a black string that probably was put on there so you can hang them or whatever. But yeah, there's quite a few here. I mean, there's still some in the bag.
Wow, that's a good lot.
And I paid $1 for the whole bag. Figured I can't lose, and if they turn, I didn't even know if they were worth anything. And I
Right.
figured if they're not, well, the kids got pencils that'll last them a lifetime.
Hang them for collecting. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gotta get everybody's comments.
Yeah, it wasn't really
Christmas ornaments, Deb says. That would be a cool Christmas tree decoration there. Let's see, lady that says, my daddy would give me money to buy pencils at school. I would keep the money and buy the candy to sell. Then would need the pencils in the playground and have them all broken in one.
Tommy B. I used to Kick butt and pencil. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. I used to get the wood back pencils, the wood green ones. Those were the strong ones.
Yep.
So all the time. My parents would get so mad because they'd go in my book bag and I'd have broken pencils, snaps from that.
I'll be right back.
Who do you get mad?
I'm not even going to read that one.
What? Strip Club Evers. I have a jar, since you're talking on a serious level of that, I have a jar of matchbooks that are from them type of places with advertisements on them. I don't even remember. I probably picked it up at a rummage or something, but it's a big, like 1 gallon pickle jar full of matchbooks with adult.
Matt commented, he said 70% sure that those are Reebok's Freestyle Low. Just can't find the actual color or stitching.
All right, let me write that down. And I appreciate everybody that's taking the time to try to, because I looked for hours last night, and like I say, I'm not a style person, so I can't even tell you like what kind of style it is. To me, it's just a shoe.
And that's what's good about it too, because there may be somebody that really knows about it and can give you some kind of idea. For especially as much as you researched it already, you aren't able to find it. At least this will give you another direction.
Right.
Danica says she's still looking and searching for those shoes.
Like I say, I appreciate it. And if anybody finds them, let me know. I mean, that'd be great.
And if you don't have his email, all that information is in the description bar. If you happen to find it throughout the day and you want to email him the information, and you actually find that actual shoes, go ahead and send that email to him and let him know that is in the description bar below. And all the channels that we discuss and talk about that we have are in the description as well. And don't forget to go and check everyone's channels. Put your links in the chat for everyone who may not have subscribed to you, or even can go back and make sure you're still subscribed to those that you like to watch. But also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also the all 3 bell notifications at the top for all notifications. He just put a link in there for you.
Yep.
Tommy. Thank you, Matt. And again, I know there's some like different Facebook pages for different things to help people find things. But if you're in the chat and you would love to help out with somebody, thank y'all so much for going out of all your way to help. And if y'all ever need something you need to ask, you're more than welcome to come on and ask. And you never know who's in the chat that may know of an item that you have found and couldn't find the research for it. You're more than welcome to come on as well, or even just talk about it in the chat and we can help you figure it out.
Yeah, these are, I'm going to show them one more time because they're a totally different style than.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The link. I mean,
the link on the chat.
Sent me, they're the Reeboks, but they're the low cut Reebok that pretty much everybody remembers.
And look, everyone, Jennifer put her link in the chat for her channel. Don't forget to go help her by going to her channel and also set up some playlist because she does need some watch hours.
Okay. There we go.
And then again, y'all can always email Tommy if y'all do come up with something that you think or found for him in his email. And that's all in the description.
And if you forget which video to come back and get the email or whatever, I'm so easy to find. If you go to Google and type the bargain effect, I dominate like the first 3 pages.
And also, if you can't, all my videos from this point on that we had when we first started together, all that information is in every video. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I tried running both those different numbers, Tommy, and came back with nothing. But if anybody wants to write them down, maybe they got a different way to search them. Try to get that bottom number a little clearer.
Yeah. Or can you just read it out?
The top.
Wait, I can't see it. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
Callie says that there's an auction tonight at 5 p.m. on Tiffany Kufine's channel for the first time, collaborating some great lots. It's like, is she on your channel tonight? Because I know she usually does auctions on other channels and hers. Oh, it's on your channel tonight. Okay. And also remember, we do have our Hump Day 5 o'clock traffic jam auction today at 5 as well. We do that every Wednesday. And then on Fridays, we also do the Royal auction every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
I was all up in the camera. Like, oh.
Well, everyone, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out. It was been some great topics today. I hope that helped you in your business plans of what you need to get done for yourself. And or if anybody has any questions, like I said, we always try to answer them for you and get the chat involved. And hopefully we'll be able to answer those questions, whether there might be something that you can look at or help you in your situation of what you're doing. And hopefully we all gave good comments and ideas, which that's what we like to do. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out every day and supporting the channel and getting involved in the chat. And again, all topics are being really well presented today. So I'm very glad to say that we definitely, I think, had some good different type of topics today, and it was a really good show. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out and supporting the channel. And again, don't forget, we do come on every Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, where you can come in and enjoy yourself and have coffee with Kajun and, of course, Tommy and Baz. And so don't forget, as we go on, check out others' channels, see what they may have a special event coming on, whether it's a video or a live, and go ahead and support each other in that aspect of it. And we'll see you all next time on the show. So everybody have a great day. And as I always say, love is always, love is free, and please be kind to one another.
Much love, everybody.
And if anybody's interested in getting in that singing competition, also hit me
Reach
up.
out to you. Yep.
Also hit me
All
up.
right, everyone. We'll see you on the next show. Have a great day.
Bye.